The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Go Cowboys! This is Mick Shots.
Streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app.
Now, here are Bill Jones, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
And here we are. It's another edition of Mick Shots inside the SWBC podcast studio here at the Star in Frisco. There are football players on a football field nearby. Coaches out there.
There's a rumor. It's only a rumor.
How about that? Yeah. Here it is. It's May 12th, and we are now officially less than 4 months away from the first Sunday of the National Football League season. And tonight, we find out officially who the Dallas Cowboys will be playing, not only in that season opener, but also the entire 17-game regular season. I assume the 3 preseason games as well.
Maybe not preseason.
Oh, maybe not. Okay,
Hey,
sorry.
preseason games are important, guys.
Especially for us.
Take it from an undrafted free agent.
Usually those come out a little bit later when they kind of arrange training camp and everything. But, yeah, now we can, tonight, 7 o'clock, we can plan the rest of our lives for this year.
Or you can go on Twitter right now
and see what's being leaked.
And see what the schedule leaks that are out there and try to determine whether this is true or not.
Well, the NFL's kind of loosely sending out stuff to keep everybody interested as kind of a ramp up to the release.
So we do know when Mike McCarthy is headed back to
Green Bay, November 13th. 3:25 p.m. At Lambeau Field. I wrote.
It's going to be a crap show.
I wrote today. You think when he left, he said, "I shall return."
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, could you imagine the memes that are going to be out there for him coming back, looking like he's
on Mike McCarthy
Napoleon.
way?
Yeah, Napoleon coming back to town. Yeah. George Washington crossing over. What is the lake out there? What is the
Lake Lambeau.
Lake Lambeau? Is that what they call it?
No, it's
Lake Lambeau.
it's close.
What is it? Erie?
Lake Michigan.
Michigan, yeah. Oh, man. He'd be
I
like.
didn't know Green Bay borders one of the Great Lakes.
I don't know if it's right. It's
Lake Lambeau.
It's close.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
I mean, there's a bay there because it's Green Bay, right?
There you go.
I've had my feet in that bay before, believe it or not.
Because
I did a parade up there or something.
A parade?
Yes, we went a parade. Me and a bunch of other old veterans. This was 20 years ago, so I was still a former veteran and a former player. And we went to some parade, and we were, I don't know where this town was, but the water was so clear. I don't know what town. It was around Green Bay, and we had a little parade, and we were in the sports bar signing autographs. And when we had a break, they had a little dock there. I put my feet in the water, and it looked like I was in Jamaica. The water was that nice.
Clear?
It was that clear in the summertime.
It wasn't Lake Michigan.
It was not Lake Michigan. I don't know where it was. Someone told me where it was before. I forgot. That's 20 years after that. So, no, it's got some really nice. If you go up there to the
it's a beautiful area.
It's beautiful up in there.
Yeah.
The Michigan area, they have a spot there where people can sunbathe and actually swim in the water.
One of my best friends I grew up with, his parents had a cottage north of Green Bay.
What
and
am I talking about then?
it was on a river, and it was just gorgeous up there.
Yes. So,
Except
okay,
the time,
I knew I wasn't dreaming then.
Except the time we went up there to go skiing in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and we woke up that morning and it was 40 below. Not wind chill, 40 below.
Wait a minute, man.
Right?
That doesn't even sound right.
And we were like, no, we can't do this. So we were going to leave and head back south and find a different place. We couldn't get the car started because the oil was too thick.
Wow, come on, man. That's too much. That's too much.
So
Thank God.
That's Green Bay in the winter.
Thank God for Southwest, right, Bill?
That's exactly right. Okay.
All right. Well, let's go.
Enough story time. Green Bay. We can save that for week 10 of this season.
I was going to ask him if he ever played a memorable game in Green Bay.
I played
Or
a
in
game
Milwaukee.
in Green Bay, but it was not memorable.
Nothing memorable?
No, it was 84. We were horrible. They were horrible. No, it was okay.
But you played in Milwaukee.
No.
89? Maybe it was 90
No,
that
no,
played
this
in.
was-
And definitely in 90,
90
the
was
Cowboys played
Milwaukee.
in Milwaukee at County Stadium, where the teams were on the same
I
sideline.
believe
Yeah.
it was 89. It was
Because you would remember Milwaukee because the benches were all on the same
No,
side.
it was
It was
not
like the
Milwaukee.
old Minnesota stadium.
Right, baseball park. So, all right. So, one of the interesting things when you look at the schedule leaks, which some of these I think are probably right on. For instance, it's reported out there that Cincinnati might be coming here on Thanksgiving and that Tampa might be in the month of November. In Green Bay, it's already out there. It's in November. I was thinking, it seems like every year the month of November, and it's not just because the Cowboys have the Thursday game in November where you have a packed-in schedule where you're going to play 3 games in however many days and that sort of thing, but it always seems like the schedule is a little tougher in that stretch of the season.
It is.
And you know why that is?
Because they compress the games.
No, it's not because of. I'm not talking about because of the calendar.
Oh.
I'm talking about the opposition.
Right, the strength
And
of the opposition.
The reason is November is a ratings month
I was
for the
just gonna
TV
say
networks.
TV, yes.
It's a ratings month for the TV networks, and when you see the networks, they're picking, okay, I want that game for sure, and they're going to put that game for sure in November when it's a key TV ratings month. And so the Cowboys, being America's team, they're one of the top picks, obviously, for the TV networks. And so you're going to have, more often than not, the Cowboys having a tougher schedule opposition-wise in November than other months of the season.
Sort of
I
like
believe.
last year when it was Kansas City on Sunday, Vegas on Thanksgiving, New Orleans the following.
Usually you got
Thursday.
a Philadelphia game early in November also. So anyway, when I see these schedule leaks and I'm seeing, okay, it looks like Green. Well, for sure we know Green
We know
Bay.
that the
Right.
NFL announced that.
And then if Tampa Bay and Cincinnati are in the month of November, well, that's the reason why, because TV networks want those matchups in that month.
Yeah, somebody say, how does this stuff get out? I said, the U.S. Supreme Court can't keep a secret. Do you think the NFL can? Goodness gracious.
but this kind of, it doesn't explain it because we can see it happening. Cowboys always start off fast. I mean, in the not so good years, and we end up kind of stalling a bit towards the end of the season. That's not just because the competition is good, but it's the scheduling as well. So you have to put all that together. And we have to be ready for that as a team. We have to practice in that manner. We have to plan in that manner. Our game plan has to be called in that manner. I think that's why we're holding back on our best plays, waiting. We're going to wait till we have to play these important games. Wait till the playoffs. We're going to save all these good
Try
plays.
to get the other stuff.
Yeah, but we didn't do that. I mean, it never came out.
So this year, when it comes to, and we already knew this, right? Because we know who
The
they're
opponents.
playing, right? The Cowboys and Washington are tied for the weakest strength of schedule this year. Weakest. The teams they're playing have a .462 winning percentage.
And tell me who the third weakest and the fourth weakest are.
The Giants and the Eagles. Now,
it's in
why do you think this is? Because they play each other and their records were so bad?
Funny.
And I saw that.
If you go outside the division, though.
Well, no, that's my point.
Yeah.
So it's offset by they have to play 5 games against 7 of the other division winners, right? So it got to play both teams from the Super Bowl. You got to play the Super Bowl champions. And so, yeah, and I figured out 8 games against teams that had winning records. 8 games, 2, Philadelphia barely, right, 9-8. And then they play 3 of the top 5 teams that had winning records the best records in the league.
Yes.
But the other problem is they also have to play 4 of the 5 worst teams in the league because of the schedule. They got to play Detroit, 3-13-1. They play 2 games against the Giants, 4-13. They play Houston, 4-13, and
God.
Jacksonville, 3-14.
Oh my God! We play Houston, Jacksonville, and Detroit.
Yes,
So we got the NFC North and the AFC South.
right. And so by the rotation, just because they've got to play the corresponding teams that finish first in the divisions that they're not playing, Green Bay and the Rams, it didn't equal. It didn't.
It would be Tampa Bay and the Rams.
I mean Tampa Bay, yeah. It's like so it's not as easy as it looks.
And then the crossover, the 17th game is against Cincinnati.
right,
So,
and they were only 10-7.
yeah. All right, and so just as a matter of review, just as we lead up, this is our pregame show for the schedule
That's right.
release. The opponents that we know in the home and away, the away outside of the NFC East teams, the away games for the Cowboys are at Tennessee, at Jacksonville, at the Rams, at Minnesota, and at Green Bay. Okay?
So
Those are your 5 road games.
so think about that.
That's pretty.
At
doggone
Tennessee, at Jacksonville, at the Rams, at the Vikings, at the Packers. What do you hope to go? I mean,
There's only one that you say, well, okay, Jacksonville, right?
and that sounds like it might be the opener.
Tough. Jacksonville's the opener.
I mean, you want to get off to a good start?
Wait, in Jacksonville? Watch
Maybe,
out, Cowboys.
maybe.
I
I'm
don't
not saying
know.
it is. I'm just saying.
Hey, man, let's take a road trip for that one. Just the
okay.
3 of us, man. We go there and we just take our shirts off and
You
get
wanna
a tan.
drive? You wanna drive
Yeah,
or
it's
what?
gonna be up there. There should be no one up there in the top tier of the stands. We
Opened at Tampa last year. Why
Yeah.
not at Jacksonville this year?
Go back to Florida.
Um,
Home games.
Get a cooler.
Okay, so but playing at Tennessee, at the Rams, at the Packers, and at Minnesota, we'll see.
Which is never easy for the Cowboys.
So you hope 3-2 out of that?
Yeah, you'd pay for that.
Okay. Home games. Okay. Home games. Tampa Bay, Detroit, Chicago, Houston, Cincinnati, Indianapolis.
Houston. Wow.
You probably would have liked that reversed, right?
Go to those.
Go to those teams because, although I don't know about home field advantage anymore.
I'm
in
running
the
through them
NFL.
again. You got Indianapolis and Houston. You got Cincinnati. You got Tampa Bay, Detroit, and Chicago.
No, they could
The
play.
Colts game is going to be a tough game.
They could play Cincinnati.
That Colts game is going to be a tough game.
Yeah, a lot of people think the Colts, now with Matt Ryan at quarterback there, that the Colts are a sleeper team this year.
Well, with that running game, they make a lot of noise when we talking about that running game. So we'll see. We'll see.
So what are you looking for when the schedule comes out? Personally.
I first look for what's happening on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and we kind of know Christmas Day games. We don't have to worry about that. But
Christmas Eve, you would want a home game against Philadelphia?
That would be fine. I
Okay,
don't care
cool.
who it is.
Okay. You want a noon game?
That would be even better.
I think you're going to get a 325 probably. But
Is that for your own comfort?
Yes, yeah. He asked me what I was looking for.
I'm thinking you're thinking for the Cowboys, the best interest of this team.
No,
they pay. They
My
write
interest.
their check. Okay?
Everson, this is Mick shots.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, even come on, man.
And then I look at what's at
You got a star on your check.
Then I look at what's at Thanksgiving and what's immediately before and immediately after.
And then here in recent years, immediately after has been another Thursday
night game. And that probably will happen again because they probably want them on Amazon Prime.
You would think. Now, yeah, because it's You actually would want that, because otherwise, if they're going to be on Amazon Prime at another juncture during the season, it's going to screw up another week for you.
Because it makes a short week, right?
Yeah, that means you got 2 short, unless you had that scheduled after the bye.
But the problem is you don't get a break after your short week. You got to play again before you get the bye. And then I look for if there's any like 3 consecutive road games and where, because if you got to go coast to coast, and that's happened before. So those are the things I normally first look for.
Well, I'm starting to look at things differently because now, I don't know if you've heard the promos, but, the Star Tours. We have to worry about Star Tours as well, Mr.
That's right.
Spagnola.
That's right.
Forget about that.
Well, we did
You
it
have
on
to be available for them.
we did it on Christmas Day last year.
We sure did.
See, I look at Christmas Day kind of ends at noon, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Eve is different to me, anyway, from a traditional standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when they played away games on Christmas Day, both times in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
And it's like, I am not waking up in a hotel room Christmas morning, right? So I flew on my own Christmas Day because they were night games in Arizona, and with the time difference, you could leave at 3, you get there at 3, and I took the red eye back. I only missed 1 meal.
Let me tell you how big high school football is here in Texas. For those of you who don't live in Texas, this is how big high school football is here. During the pandemic year 2020, normally the high school football season ends the weekend before Christmas. It's if you go all the way
which
to
is ridiculous, by the way. Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, okay, it's they can't figure out how, and these poor college kids, you can't have playoffs. You can't play that many games, whatever.
Right.
But in Texas high school
we got
football,
16-game schedule.
if you win the if you play in a state championship game, you're playing a 16-game schedule, and that doesn't count the 2 scrimmages you had back in August.
Or trying to go to school.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right, but during the pandemic, the schedule got all pushed back, and so the state championship games were played in January. So it came down to Christmas weekend, and Christmas, I guess, fell on a Friday that year, 2 years ago, and they actually played high school football playoff games at 8:00 on Christmas Eve night here over in Arlington.
And everyone was in their houses watching the game.
Or they were at the stadium.
Or they were at the stadium, right?
You couldn't hardly go anywhere.
Yeah, that's how big high school football is here. So any complaints, Mickey, about Cowboys playing at 3:25 on Christmas Eve?
You don't want to hear about it.
And by the way, there's a difference. You Caucasian people, y'all are done at noon. We drag ours out. We're going to be Christmas
all day on Christmas
evening.
Day.
Yeah. I get home at like 2 a.m, the 26th. Yeah. That's how we do it.
That's the way you ought to do it.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be done.
That's right.
Well, I can't wait to see it, by the way. So
This is one of the big days of the year for you, Mickey?
One other yes, it is.
Okay.
One other note. Teams with the hardest schedules, like that had the hardest schedule from 2016 on. 2016, the 49ers and the Falcons tied for the worst record the year before. 49ers, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, they had the hardest schedules the year before. 49ers the next year in 2016 went 2-14. Falcons ended up losing the Super Bowl. In 2017, the Broncos went 5-11. In 2018, the Packers went 6-9-1. In 2019, the Raiders went 7-9. The Patriots in 2020 went 7-9. And then in 2021, the Steelers lost the wild card game to Kansas City.
So those are teams that
had the best record, the
hardest schedule coming into that season.
Right, they were tops.
Which doesn't relate at all to the Cowboys this year.
Now,
so tell us the one with the easiest, because the Cowboys supposedly have the easiest schedule.
So check this out. 2016, Packers 10-6, lost the NFC Championship
There you
game.
go.
2017, Colts went 4-12, so they must have been really bad. 2018, the Texans went 11-5 and lost the wild card.
Okay,
game.
that works. That works.
2019, Washington went 3-13 and missed the playoffs.
Odd numbered year, that doesn't matter.
And they weren't.
This is an
and
even
they
number
weren't
year.
that good in 2018, by the way.
Right.
So where am I at? 2020, the Ravens went 11-5.
There.
And in 2021, the Eagles went 9-8. So the majority of the teams that had the easiest schedule ended up having
Especially in even numbered
playoff-
years like this year.
playoff games and even number. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, he's correlating.
So, but the problem with that for the Cowboys is Washington also has the easiest schedule,
Right.
and so that could apply to Washington.
Maybe they'll
too.
tie, right?
Yeah. All right. That's a little preview of the NFL schedule. We got something else to preview when we come back here on Mix Shots because
A mini preview.
there are rookies in the house as of today here at the Star in Frisco when we come back.
Brace yourself for an existential question. Has your butt been having enough fun lately? Have you been treating it well? Has it been going places? If not, then it's about time you start using SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the best way to get your butt tickets to live events. Just ask the thousands of other butts who have rated it the #1 ticketing app. So what are you waiting for? Download the app now or visit SeatGeek.com to get tickets to sports, concerts, and live events and make your butt happy. SeatGeek. Get your seat in a seat.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way. Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
At AT&T, everyone, new and existing customers, get our best deals on every smartphone. Why? Because you deserve it. For turning your living room into your office and your gym. For teaching Grandma how to video call and teaching her again.
It's the button on your left, Nana. Okay, your other left.
It's not complicated. Everyone deserves something new. So AT&T is giving everyone, new and existing customers, our best deals with every unlimited plan on every smartphone, even the latest ones.
AT&T may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Restrictions and exceptions may apply.
Back to Mixed Shots.
K-Pros Roofing and Waterproofing, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys. From corporate homes to your home, have your roof checked by choice, not by chance. Call now, 214-225-4860, kpostcompany.com.
K-Post.
K-Post.
All right. Very good.
Did I not get post out very well?
Well, it was you came out of the blocks a little shaky there, but you made up for it there. You sprinted to the finish line.
Kicked in gear.
A little
That's
spittle,
right.
little potential spittle.
Those last 20 yards.
All right.
Or meters, I guess, now.
What's going through the minds of the rookies that are headed to the Star in Frisco today? Everson, as a rookie, you're arriving on campus for the first time at an NFL training site. What's going through your mind as a rookie?
I was pissed. First of all,
because you weren't drafted.
Yes, I was very upset. Driving up there, I was very upset. Of course, I came from my mom's house, so I just had to drive up the street in my little Mustang, 72, by the way.
You didn't have to ride ride your bike?
No, with a cinder block holding up the back of my front seat. So as I'm driving up there, I'm thinking to myself, I got to see what these guys look like. I just want to see my fellow DBs and see what they look like. Man, I was so upset. So the first drill.
And this was back Forest Lane.
Yes,
yeah,
of course.
That weren't even at Valley Ranch yet.
No. So that's why I had to just drive right up the street. That was 2 miles.
How many?
I drove right up the street.
How many undrafted rookies were at that? You think? if you had to estimate?
We had 25 rookie DBs, so I would imagine
25 just DBs?
Yes. So I'd imagine you had 20 undrafted. Vince Skillings was drafted in the 3rd round. I think it may have been 23 of us were undrafted. I mean, but at that time they didn't have any cornerbacks. You know how that was. You weren't really here. Bill.
No, but they had drafted some and they didn't really pan out.
The first draft choice was a 3rd rounder, and that was Vince Skillings from Ohio State.
The first cornerback.
But he was the first draft pick for the Cowboys. They didn't have a 1st and 2nd round pick.
No, I thought Howard Richards was.
I'm sorry, Howard. I'm thinking defensively.
Defensively.
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
Yeah.
And Vince Skillings was the first one.
He was 6th round.
Was he 6th round?
6th round. Yep.
So wait.
That was the first defensive back.
Vince Skillings, DB, Ohio State, 6th round.
So you have Ron Fellows and Ken Miller.
Ron Fellows was 7th round.
A and B.
And Ken Miller. So Vince Skillings did not make the team. Fellows obviously did make the team. Ken Miller did not make the team. He was out of Eastern Michigan. And that was it as far as DBs. You had 3 DBs drafted in that draft.
Did they list Fellows? They listed Fellows as a DB?
Yes, they did.
Because he was a wide receiver at Missouri.
Right.
No, he came in straight up DB.
Okay.
No, he did not run one pass pattern. He was running backwards when he got there. So yeah,
three draft picks, DBs, and it could be they were all corners.
Yes.
Okay, and then there were 22 others undrafted.
Yes, including Michael Downs.
There you go. Who also could have rode his bike to the practice.
No, maybe to the Cotton Bowl. Yeah, but no, not to the north side.
South Oak Cliff.
Not to the north side. Yeah, we was over there by Hamilton Park. Okay.
So if you included all the other positions, they brought in like 50 undrafted free agents.
It was 125 rookies in camp.
At training camp or camp in the spring, right after
I was
rookie
told
camp?
We had 125 rookies. I don't know what made it to camp.
Because once upon a time, they used to have the rookies come out to Thousand Oaks around July 4th.
We came early.
Yeah, 2 weeks early, basically.
Beat up on each other before the veterans got there.
Yeah. So when we came to the rookie camp, though, it was at Forest Lane. First, Tony Hill was the only veteran that showed up. And he was just trying to get loose. He just wanted to kind of get loose, because he had a weight problem. He always had a problem with his weight in the offseason. So when I see Tony Hill there, I get fired up, man. My hair starts standing up. I'm like, man, I'm already pissed off. I got to come up here and deal with this free agency crap. I just got 11 interceptions, so now I got to show some more stuff. So I jump up here on Tony Hill, and boy, that's when we first got to know each other. Boy, he shook me down real good. Because I lined up on him. He's like, "No, man, I just want to get some work." I'm like, "No, man, you Tony Hill. You the best. I want to be the best." He's like, "Rookie." He didn't even know about, of course. I'm like, "I want to be the best." He's like, "No, man, you need to back up." Like, "No, man, I was on him, right?" Boy, he shook me down. I broke my ankle.
So of those 25 DBs, that were in that rookie camp, who would you say had the A personality in the room? Was it Everson?
Oh, no, it was not me. No, I wasn't there yet. All my anger was inside.
Okay.
Yeah, as I got older, I let it out.
Okay.
No, all my anger was down off in here. That's why.
Well, I mean, but
Tony Hill got into it.
You're getting into it with Tony Hill.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm thinking
when
the one guy in that room who knew he was going to make this team.
Vince Skillings.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was wrong. He was wrong. So
you didn't know you were going to make the team.
No.
You were just bound and determined you were.
Well, I was bound and determined. But who we knew was going to make the team right away, first drill, Michael Downs. I mean, when he lined up, it's like, this guy's from Rice University. I mean, his arms were like this long. He was lining up on wide receivers. When you got a guy jamming you with arms this long, the receivers were like, they were whipped before the ball was snapped. And he was the guy. You could tell.
Okay,
he was the guy.
Let me ask you this.
They called him up first every time.
Okay, let me ask you this. All right, so there was a wide receiver taken in the second round of that draft.
Doug Donnelly.
Doug Donnelly.
That's right. That's my dude.
So when you lined up against Doug Donnelly.
Oh, I wanted to tear him up. No, as a matter of fact, we went at it all off season. It was actually illustrated in one article about me and Doug and the struggles that we had, and they had an article, just a little depiction about how our one matchup went on that particular day, and it was very hot and contested. It was just a curl route, but I mean, he and I were going at it like that was the only bone in the yard, and we were a couple of pit bulls or something.
Darn, if we'd known that, we'd have called Doug and got him on the show.
Right up the road. Doug's my dude, man. Doug's my dude.
So how many was it? 12 rounds that year?
12 rounds. Yes.
Okay, they had 17 was back.
There's 125 rookies, man.
So when they signed you, did Gil? I don't know who signed you.
I think it was Jethro. I think came.
Okay, because a lot of times Gil would go tell the guy, "Yeah, you're our top guy at that position."
I had to talk to Gil on the phone,
and they would tell you were the top guy at the position. Then they'd bring in 20 more at that same position.
That's what they told my strong safety at Grambling. His name was Robert Salter, and Robert Salter got here and he saw all those rookies. Mm-hmm. He shut it down. He shut it down. He did not participate in any drill. So that's how disheartening it was. You can tell somebody something, they believe you, they trust you.
Right.
So this guy's trusting Gil Brandt that he told him the truth. And I don't know why we call him Honey Bear. I don't know why Honey Bear thought that, but once he came to camp, he never participated in one drill. You do your drill, you go to the back of the line, and you're like, hey, man, go ahead. He's like, nah, man, you go ahead. He told everybody to go ahead. He never participated in one drill.
Drew told me when they signed him that he was the top wide receiver they were signing. Then he got here and there were 20, 25 more wide receivers.
My problem, the only time I talked with Gil, I got $1,500 signing bonus. I tried to get on the phone and give him the upper to $2,000. That was it. Then he was like, "No, you got what you got." And that was it. That was my only conversation that I had with Gil over the phone at Grambling.
So in that 1981 draft, there were 14 draft picks, and only 6 of the draft picks made the team. 6 out of the 14.
Well, it was his fault.
Mm-hmm. And Michael Downs.
Michael Downs.
Me and Mike messed it up. Spradlin. It's Dennis.
And how many interceptions you have your rookie year?
Oh, from where to where? You talking?
To the postseason. Through the postseason.
Through the postseason, it was
13.
13. I always want to count the preseason, too. Preseason games are extremely important for rookies.
Yes.
Okay? I mean, for an undrafted, when these guys are done with their little deal, they come out for one series. And man, it was intense. The fourth quarter, no one's watching. But to the guys that need it, it's extremely intense. I can't get beat. I got to do everything right. Because Gene Stallings is waiting over there with the doggone hatchet, ready to cut you.
And so, 13 picks, regular season and postseason, for the undrafted rookie in 1981. So he obviously convinced this organization that cornerback position was no longer a need, right?
No.
1982, first-round draft pick, Rod Hill, cornerback.
Why were they so thirsty for? See, they thought I made it look easy, Spags.
So we just get a corner,
I made it
right?
look easy. It must be easy. Everson Walls could do it. He just came from Grambling. Where is that? Gambling? I don't even know where that is.
They took another cornerback in the 4th round, somebody named Brian Carpenter out of Michigan.
Bet he didn't make the team.
Year.
He didn't even
he didn't make the team either.
So you just think about for some reason, I don't think Gil believed in what he was doing. He didn't believe himself. You keep trying to make up for the 2 free agents that you signed. We're up here setting the doggone league on fire. Mike's got 7 picks in 1981. And got I don't know how many tackles, over 100 plus.
Look who they played in the preseason that year.
81?
Yeah.
Green Bay was first.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Home game?
We're going to check him on this. We're going to check him.
So.
Home game. Yeah, home game.
Yep, Green Bay.
That's why Mike blocked the punt. I got the touchdown. Yeah. You don't forget this stuff, man. You don't forget this stuff. This is very calculating. We had to make. All right,
who did you play the second game?
That's a good
First road game.
First road game, it had to be out in L.A.
It was. Yep,
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then Pittsburgh and Houston.
Pittsburgh and Houston.
There you go. And that's a trip down memory lane.
I got
with
3
Everson.
picks in 4 games.
All right.
3 picks in 4
Present day rookies. We just saw something there from NFL Network. They're talking about this, the New York Giants draft. Kayvon Thibodeau and Evan Neal, their top 2 draft picks.
Go ahead.
All right. And what did you say, Mickey?
I said I don't trust guys from Oregon, especially defensive guys.
All right. So what we
unless they're named Mel Renfro.
Unless they're named Mel Renfro.
Okay.
That was the exception.
All right. So you're not convinced Kayvon Thibodeau is going to make it?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen him play.
Oh, okay.
Or if I have, I didn't know it was him.
I heard he talks a lot.
All right.
Does he?
So, but you're not sold on Oregon players, right?
All right. Go ahead.
No. Okay.
Go ahead.
Name some Oregon players.
I can't.
Justin Herbert.
Herbert was pretty darn good.
Are you and you had a question about quarterbacks out of Oregon?
Cornerbacks?
Quarterback, signal callers.
Oh, there was somebody else. Yeah, who?
Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, there's the other quarterback there.
That might have.
Okay.
He was all right.
All right. Let's see other Oregon players. What? Penei Sewell, first round pick last year, the Lions. Okay. They like him. Where's some other? DeForest Buckner. There's one for you.
Okay, he was good.
Still is too.
Was he?
He's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's one of the reasons that the Colts are a sleeper team this year. Okay,
there you go.
All right.
Now, you got a list of the guys that made it? Or
I got the whole list. I got every NFL player from Oregon.
What about
right
the
here.
ones the Cowboys drafted?
Now, see, that's what's in his head.
It all comes back to the Cowboys.
That's what's in his head.
Isn't that where Mitchell was from?
Yes, that's right. Cornerback.
You know what? He's still playing.
Terence Mitchell,
but
Cowboys traded him away to Kansas City. Then he wound up in Cleveland, and he's put together a nice little career.
Terence Mitchell.
He was a guy though that I thought maybe Everson was like him.
Yeah, because he shows up, rookie.
And he
training camp.
He had a cockiness about him when he showed up at training camp. Yeah.
And the defensive back coach was trying to explain something to him on what to do with technique. and the guy was was he like 6th, 7th round? I don't remember.
He was late, yeah.
It was late. And he listened, and I'm standing right there on the sideline, and he goes, "Well, Coach, this is the way I like to do it." And I'm going, okay, bad answer.
and he turned out to be real good.
Eventually,
yeah.
But not with the Cowboys.
7th round pick in 2014. And he's practice squatter his first year in 2014, and he was on and then he went to the Bears, came back to the Cowboys in 2015.
And then he ended up in Kansas City?
Houston, and then Kansas City, Cleveland, Houston. Now he's with New England.
New England. Was there a linebacker?
So here we are, 8 years later, and he's still in the league.
He's still playing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just because he's still playing.
Linebacker. Was there a linebacker the Cowboys drafted from Oregon? Linebacker.
Oh, back in the 80s, right?
For the Cowboys from Oregon?
Well, it should be on your list.
Well, no, those are current players.
Oh.
Yeah. Who was it from?
You could look it up.
It was Mike Walter.
Mike Walter.
Yeah. 2nd round pick in 1983.
There was another one.
Or maybe it was. He was cool.
Maybe there was
he was actually built. He was a good looking kid.
Defensive end, maybe. I'm trying to remember somebody they were real high on and never panned out.
We'll think about that and come back to it. All right, we're up against a break.
What do you want to see in minicamp?
Is there a particular player that you're?
Yes.
Is there a particular player that you're interested in getting your eyes on?
Either draft choice. There's 9 of them.
Right.
There's 20 undrafted free agents.
I got one for Everson.
There's 7 guys that were with them last year that didn't get a year of service, so they get to participate, and a handful of guys here on tryouts. So about 40 guys.
Mm-hmm.
So we can talk about that when we come back.
Oh, you want to do that coming back? I thought you wanted to do it right now.
No.
Okay. All right. We'll do it. That's a tease. That's called a tease. And Everson, I got one for you to check out when we come back here on Mix Shots.
Before there was a draft, you could size up a cowboy by 3 simple factors: the crease in his hat, the bend of his brim, and his unbending attitude. A man's Stetson didn't just protect him from what life threw at him, it projected a rugged, unstoppable spirit. Stetson hats are still American-made with pride right here in Texas. They're still the unofficial crown of all self-respecting cowboys. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Find a retailer nearest you at stetson.com/Cowboys.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with...
And I'm Jay Novacek, and we're both with...
United Ag and Turf, the official tractor provider of the Dallas Cowboys.
So, if you need a tractor to bale some hay, a mower to cut some grass, or a gator to get some chores done...
Get a John Deere at United Ag and Turf.
And then, let's get to work.
Hey, Jay, that's my line.
Well, not today.
Get to work with a John Deere tractor package that's just right for you and your budget. Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com.
There's nothing as unique as our eyes, which is why Essilor pioneers ways to make lenses as unique as you. Verilux for super sharp vision, Essential Blue for protection, and Crizal for freedom from glare. 3 cutting-edge solutions in a single unique lens. So whatever your needs, insist on Essilor. Visit your local Essilor experts and find the perfect lens for you. See more, do more, Essilor.
New Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. You deserve it.
I do deserve that.
You deserve decadent flavor without sugar. And a day at the beach without sand getting everywhere. And a relaxing bath that your children don't interrupt.
I deserve all that?
It's really just a visual metaphor for Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Everything you want, nothing you don't.
A visual metaphor on the radio. I do deserve that.
Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. The zero you deserve is finally here.
Back to Mixed Shots.
Whether you're watching from home or cheering in the stands with Essilor lenses, you'll see every exciting play. Book an appointment at your local Essilor experts and find the perfect Essilor lens for you. See more, do more, Essilor.
All right. Cowboys rookies are reporting today. They're actually going to be on the practice field on Friday and Saturday. We'll actually have an opportunity to take a look for the first time. Now, they may not be doing a whole lot on that practice field, but we'll actually be able to.
Do they ever? I mean,
they used to. The last couple of years, they scaled it down because
this is an orientation program,
right?
Here.
Because they realized that these guys, especially the guys that were like draft choices, they were all getting ready for the draft, right? Getting ready for the combine, and then they came out here. And none of them were in really good shape because they were just practicing their 40 times and how high they could jump and how high they could leap or how far they could leap.
If you want to get in shape for football, you play basketball. You play basketball.
Right.
That gets you, man. If you just think about it, you a football player doing football workouts and you put him in a basketball game, he won't make it.
I mean, they used to come out here. They would come out here with their helmets on, and you know when they were like you, right? They showed up, and it's like, well, I got to show them what I can do.
Yeah.
And the contact, and they were getting more muscle aches and pains. And I remember Patrick Creighton's rookie year minicamp, and he shows up. Parcells is here, and the first day I was like, oh, this guy's pretty good. The second day, he's not moving very well. Well, he developed, I believe it was plantar fasciitis.
Oh, I remember that.
Right? And the next day, he's out there trying to, and it's like, I remember telling him, I said, what are you doing? I said, I heard you had this. And he goes, yeah. He goes, but you think I'm going to let Bill Parcells think I can't do this?
Nope.
And he pushed through it.
That's right.
And then it was, he had to basically suck it up and rehab so he'd be ready for training camp. But he knew coming from, what was it, northeastern Oklahoma?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't be hurt when you come from northeastern Oklahoma.
Double directional central or something.
There are no
with
injuries.
an A&M on the end of it.
A&M, that's what it was, yeah.
Northeastern Oklahoma State A&M.
Yeah. .edu.
It wasn't that.
.edu, yeah.
And he made it.
School of Technology.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got one for you.
All right.
It's a sleeper.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear a sleeper.
So, and it's only on a tryout basis.
Oh, well, I don't like that part of it.
The guy's name is Simon Matheson.
Simon Matheson.
He's a kicker.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds like a kicker's name.
Now wait.
Yeah.
And talking
I thought you were going to talk about
football player. No, now wait. talking about directional
he
schools.
loves kickers, man.
They don't have a kicker.
That is true.
So there'll be 3 of them here, right?
Simon Matheson. How do you spell
Go ahead, look it up.
I'm looking it up.
IESEN.
Oh, wait. Matheson, MATHIESON?
SEN.
SEN, okay.
I got it right here. You can read it.
Okay, I'm looking him up. He's from Northwest Missouri State. He's from Northwest Missouri State A&M Technology.
Now, wait. His last year there was 2016.
Whoa.
And he has not been in an NFL camp since, but he's from Denmark.
Yeah, I was going to say he's Nordic.
Okay.
The way he spells the last name.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he came.
It's probably Simone Matheson.
Simone, not Simon. And he
You might be right.
he actually hooked up with oh shoot,
Ben Agajanian.
No.
Oh wow! Stop with these names.
Morton Anderson.
Oh, there you go.
Because he's a Danish
Denmark.
kicker,
Yeah.
right? Morton was big on him, but he didn't get drafted. He didn't get invited to a camp, but he started working for a company called TrackMan. And they are the company.
Director of Operations and Sales for TrackMan, no less.
And that's the company that came up with the tracking the golf shots. You know how you see on TV and they know, you see the laser thing or whatever? Well, they developed a football program for kickers to judge their leg strength, leg speed, the lift on the ball, and how far the ball would have gone on a field goal, right? And NBC brought it into their Sunday night football broadcast, and for the first time they used it at the Super Bowl this year. And he was the guy that would go to the stadiums and set up the tracking devices, and to make sure it was working, he would kick. And people saw him kick, and they're going, well, why aren't you kicking? You're an awfully good kicker. So the Cowboys, I guess, heard about it, and Baltimore was going to bring it into their system and use it to judge kickers, and he's going to get a tryout.
Wow.
How about that?
See, only kickers can be that old and still come back.
28.
And do something. Well, that's old for a kicker.
No, it's actually pretty young. So it's an interesting story. I don't know if the guy can still kick, but he was pretty good at Northwest Missouri State.
Well, you say
he kicked,
28. He's young.
He kicked for there in his 4 years there. They won 3 Division II championships.
Okay.
And
did he have anything to do with that?
I don't know if he had any winning kicks. Right?
You tell me about their record. What does that have to do with
He showed up as a walk-on wide receiver in the middle of his freshman year. He was a soccer player.
So he might have a little
player in
yeah.
Denmark.
Okay.
And they saw him messing around kicking, and halfway through the season, they were going into a game, and I think the kicker got hurt, and the coach went up to him and said, "You're up." And he ended up his freshman year making 10 of 10.
I've heard stranger stories.
So
stranger success stories, hopefully.
So it'll be interesting to see him kick.
Okay, be looking forward to that. Those preseason games that we'll find out about, that's who we're going to be featuring.
If he makes
Let's
it,
go down to the sideline now, and Mickey Spagnola will tell the story of Simone Matheson.
And it'll be the best. And it'll be the best story you get, too, by the way.
All right.
If they would ever come to me on the sideline.
Yeah, that's right.
That's another story.
Yeah, are you working the sidelines for real?
No, I used to.
I was going to say, I remember you used to. Yeah, it was a disaster. I thought maybe they called you back. I'm like, wow, they're really kind of digging at the bottom there. They're like,
all right, Everson, I got a cornerback for you. That
Yes,
would
sir.
be the draft pick out of Fresno State, Deron Bland.
Okay.
You need to check out.
Deron Bland.
Deron Bland.
All right, that's cool.
I like some of the video of him. Yeah, you can either come to the practice or you can just
Pull
him up on
Google
YouTube.
Up. Yeah, I'll Google up.
And
now, I have to say, this young man, Markuese Bell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Is he good?
Well, we haven't seen him yet, but I've heard about him. I know the Cowboys like him.
Well,
he was a draftable guy.
My college roommate, that's his nephew.
Really?
Yeah. And
Was
so
that the-
they told me to look out for him. They sent me his phone number.
The running back?
Markuese Bell.
It's not a running.
No, he's safety.
Safety.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I hadn't called him yet, but I got to call this guy and let him know he's got some.
I checked him out. I don't have my big green notebook.
Why is he not in your big? Oh, you don't have your big.
No, I don't have. I didn't bring my notebook.
Draft's over.
So what do you know about
draft's
him?
over.
What have you heard?
I liked him. He had a little DeMonte Casey in him.
Where'd he play?
Florida A&M, I think.
Okay. They just gave. I just heard this. Okay, I just got this information, so I'm going to be calling him and inviting him over and making sure he's
FAMU and.
Better watch out. Nate might have beat you too.
Hey, that's fine.
right.
That's fine. As long as
Markuese Bell, and it's spelled Marquese. Markuese Bell. And I know that the Cowboys brought him in.
Mike never could spell well, so my roommate spelled it way wrong. He's got a whole nother way. I'm glad how do you spell it again?
Marquese.
That's not how Mike has
Bell.
it, so go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What was your roommate's name?
Mike Haynes.
Oh,
not the.
Not the.
I
was going to say, wait a minute.
I got to say that all the time. No, Mike Haynes is his name.
That's his son?
It's his nephew.
Nephew.
Yes.
He's got a great shot. I mean, when you think about it, the Cowboys have not replaced DeMonte Casey with a draft pick or in free agency, and he started 14 games last year. So, I mean, there's an opportunity for a safety, an undrafted guy, and the Cowboys have a history, not just Michael Downs, but a more recent history of safeties making the roster.
Because they don't want to spend a lot of money on safeties, so they're always looking for somebody.
Well, and in general, in the NFL, safeties don't, corners, you'll have 35 corners drafted a year, but you'll have 12 safeties.
And that's funny because the safety, to me, is much more important. When you think of the importance of it, like we talk about a Michael Downs or a Woodson, just being able to survey the field in the proper manner, you save so many touchdowns and create opportunities for other players to make plays. So to me, that safety position is very underrated. I don't understand why they look at it that way.
That's a good name, though.
That's why Tyrann Mathieu was signing free agencies all over the place. He's always going to have a team.
Got signed by the Saints.
Yeah, he's back.
Did you see what happens after the draft when guys look up and they go, "I don't have a job."
Yeah, we got a few of them right here.
And it's like, okay,
Landry still has no job.
I'll sign a 1-year
deal.
deal.
Beckham still does not have a job. Now you got Bradbury out there.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys gave him a little extra money signing bonus, Markuese Bell, too.
Did they? They do like him.
He was a priority free agent signing. Another safety, undrafted guy, Juanie Thomas out of Georgia Tech, is another guy that they signed after the draft.
Actually, sometimes that money is their guarantee for the practice squad.
Well, he's got – and they gave him that money, and he's got reportedly 200 guaranteed, 200,000 guaranteed.
They got money just for – wait, say that again.
Practice, like if you don't make the team, but you're guaranteed to make the practice squad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever, because they get paid now, like how much a week? It's gone up. It used to be like $7,000 a week or something like that, and I think it's gone up to like 13.
Oh
maybe.
my God, dude, that's so unfair.
Multiply 17 times 13.
I need to go back and get some more money, man. Can we do that? Like go back and sue for more money? Is that a way to do that?
But it's back to
back pay. That's what I want. I want some back pay.
Go ahead.
Obviously the wide receiver, third-round wide receiver.
Yes.
All eyes are going to be on him.
I want to see him.
I mean, and because of the position he plays,
who was that?
We can act.
Jalen Tolbert,
Jalen
South Alabama.
Yep. He's got to play.
They always have some talent coming out of South Alabama.
He's got to play immediately, right?
I would think so. He needs to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he needs to be able to beat out Noah Brown because Michael Gallup's not going to be ready.
Gallup's not playing the first month of the season, and
who knows how well he plays when he gets back.
Okay,
or how much he can play.
And obviously, the first-round draft pick, Tyler Smith, he's got to play immediately, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting guard.
Oh yes. What? Starting what?
Guard.
Starting guard.
First round.
Yeah.
Wow. We picked a guard.
No, you picked a tackle.
We picked a guard.
You picked a tackle.
We picked a guard in the
they
first
did
round?
exactly what I told
wow.
you. He's not.
So what? Wait, who
he's
called
not
that?
Listening.
Who called that?
He's not a guard.
No, you're not listening.
He is not a guard.
Everson's got a G on his shirt for guard.
Come on, man.
He's a tackle.
Come on, man.
He's never
Come
played.
on. You know, first of all, I need to get a lot more credit for what I figured out.
Hush. He's a tackle. They're hoping he can transition.
He's not a tackle right now.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. Where's he lining up?
Do what?
What did you just say he was?
I said
what
he's
did you say
going to start at guard.
What did you say he
start
was?
at guard.
I believe Bill.
Mike,
you said starting what?
Guard.
Okay, man.
The head coach said he was a left.
See, that's why he didn't want me on last week.
That's
why he didn't want me on last week.
He doesn't want to listen.
Because he knew I was going.
The coach said he was a left offensive lineman.
Yeah. He's a left-sider.
Left offensive
He plays
lineman.
the left side. He's big enough. He plays both positions. They can line up someone else somewhere else because he's so big, he's so good. He's going to play
up
the
the
left
left
side.
Let me ask you one question.
Yes.
Where is he going to play first?
Probably tackle, but
You're
they'll move him into guard.
That's because Tyron's not going to be out there.
I told you if they took an offensive lineman in the first round, it has to be a tackle that can play guard.
A rookie camp. Where's he lining up tomorrow? Rookie camp. Because Tyron's obviously not out there.
Wow.
Where is Tyler Smith going to line up?
Who knows? How many tackles and how many guards do they have?
Yeah, no. If you were going to talk about rookie camp, he would line up at tackle.
Okay.
Yeah, he would line up at tackle. Only because you don't have any other
you
tackle
don't.
rookies at tackle.
You don't have enough guys to play.
Well,
a game.
those. Josh Ball would qualify. He'll be
Josh
at this
Ball.
camp. He'll be at this camp.
He'll be a tackle.
And so he'll be a tackle.
And
let me see.
What side? What side is he playing?
Right, I think.
Well, he's been playing right, but
and then let's go. The fifth round pick is a tackle.
He's a tackle. So there's two tackles that you got there.
They ain't got
they
ain't got any guards.
You still got you got Isaac Alarcon, the international player.
He's a guard.
He's a guard.
He's a guard.
You got he was listed.
Oh, you mean the Hispanic dude from last year?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
But he's a free. He's a.
You got a tackle from A&M Commerce, Arnon Simon. Okay. Now, he was listed as a tackle when they signed him. I don't know if he is a tackle.
But it's not like they're going to play football out there.
I know, but this gives us a clue where they're going to
be
train
lined
him.
up.
Are they going to train him as a tackle?
You're not
going
to see a wide receiver out there snapping the ball just because it's rookie camp. Come on, man. I still carry my victory flag. I'm sorry. I was right, Bill.
I bet Simone can snap the ball.
I was
Simone
right.
the kicker?
Yeah, Simone the kicker.
He'll be
or
the
Simone the tackle. Arnon Simone from A&M Commerce.
Guy.
All right.
I was right, man. That's oh my God. After all these experts, I was right. I was correct.
Okay, how about the second round draft pick? The edge rusher from Ole Miss.
Let me see.
It says GT.
Yeah, but it says G first.
G first.
It says G first. That's right. And it's not because it was an alphabetical order.
Who else?
Second round draft pick. Edge
Sam
rusher
Williams.
Ole Miss. Is it Sam?
Sam the man.
We heard that he wants to be called D.
D?
For what?
DE. Defensive end.
Really?
D. Williams.
Yeah, I saw that. I'll tell you what.
So wait.
What are you going to call
So
him?
I was in.
Does he want to be a DN? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's what he is.
He is a D.
I thought he was a linebacker.
No. He was.
He played at Ole Miss. They played a three-man front. He was basically a five-technique defensive end there.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be coming off the edge.
So I was in Jackson. My guys that watched Ole Miss all the time, and one of my friends was I think he's a donor at Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
They love him. They thought he was really good.
In the
struggled
SEC?
against the run.
In the SEC?
Yeah, but set
great
the
coming off the edge.
Ole Miss single season sack record with 12
better than
and a
Randy
half.
Gregory?
Did you
ask?
He's similar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's better.
He got
but
the quick
he's
twitch.
bigger.
He's got the quick twitch like that?
Go watch his film. His first step. And I've noticed that Charles Haley's been hanging around here a little bit lately. So he's going to have some great mentor out there, right, for defensive end pass rushing.
Damn, Charles Haley, mentor.
It'll be.
Never thought I'd see that.
It'll be. Neither did the rest of us.
Right.
But they were really high on this guy. So he went the junior college route. He had a similar upbringing that Des Bryant had. I mean, that was part of his bio in the draft up process, removed from his mother and living with grandmother's aunts, a legal guardian in high school. Went to Northeast Mississippi Junior College, I think it is, and then went to Ole Miss and made something out of himself.
Good stuff.
All right.
Anybody else you want to know about?
There's all sorts of people.
You're probably not going to see Damone Clark do too much.
Right.
Since he had the vertebrae fusion surgery that they discovered at the Combine. So he's probably still 5 months away.
Tight end, the fourth-round pick, the tight end needs to contribute this
Ferguson.
year. Jake Ferguson out of Wisconsin.
He needs to be the second guy.
You got skills? When you're talking Wisconsin,
you
don't
probably
really
should
think,
block, right?
Yeah, you don't think pass.
And that's
you
what they
think
need.
block. Right.
That second tight end has – because they want to use two tight ends, and they don't have two tight ends that can go out there and block.
So
we used to have one. All of a sudden, they changed it to a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So there are real opportunities for the first 4 picks in the draft.
Right.
Okay. And there's a real opportunity for 5th-round pick John Ridgeway.
Yes. Big John.
Big John Ridgeway out of Arkansas.
I figure if you're Big John.
What's his position?
He's a nose
tackle. 6'5", 321. 3 years with good instruction at Illinois State, by the way.
And then finished up in Arkansas.
And then Arkansas.
Wow, that's a path.
Not uncommon these days.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
He was in Normal, Illinois.
Normal.
All right.
Normal.
That's the name of the city,
Normal.
Illinois State.
With an L. Not
Normal.
Wow.
All right. So that about wraps this thing up. Are the Mavs going to win tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
They're going to
You got
figure
the
out
Mavs winning tonight?
You sounded very shaky.
Yeah.
I was going to say they're going to figure out they're not playing pickup at the gym, like just dribble
keep the
and
ball
shoot.
moving, man. Keep the ball moving.
What do you think got in their heads?
Well, you got Luka Magic, you know?
Yeah, well, there was no magic.
Yeah.
It was like, then the other guys.
It's very enticing.
It was like one possession shots.
And down to like 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
And it's like, okay, now I got to haul something up. Hopefully they go home, and same thing happened with the Stars on
what happened?
Friday.
What happened to the Stars last night? Because I left this TV station. It was 1-0 going into the third. I got home and they lost 3-1.
Don't be afraid to score 2 goals.
Okay.
Because they're leading 1-0 for 2.5
and they
periods.
assumed a defensive posture.
And you got to be perfect, right? And they weren't perfect. They scored.
And this is the playoffs, right?
Yeah, and then they scored again, and then the last one was open net goal. So they got to win on Friday. So both teams got to win Thursday and Friday.
Bringing it back to the Cowboys. This is the first time in 14 years that the Cowboys, Mavericks, and Stars are playing playoff games in the same calendar year.
In the same season?
In 14 years.
Yep, since 2008, the 2007 season for the Cowboys.
Okay, now look up when the Rangers were part of it.
And it has never happened where
he's ready for that one.
It's never happened where the Rangers, Cowboys, Stars, and Mavericks have played playoff games in the same calendar year.
96?
Nope, but one of them did. No, Mavericks were horrible then.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Richie Adebayo.
Oh, yeah.
Or Quinn Buckner.
I was trying to think. I was just trying to think when the Rangers were in the playoffs.
Well, you start throwing some names under the bus there. Well, you got some names.
And then
I love Richie Adebayo.
At the ready to just throw them under that bus, boy.
And then
98, no, that was Dick Miley.
And then they went to the World Series in 10 and 11, right? And the Cowboys certainly weren't in any playoffs.
Those were 8 and 8 years
11.
here.
No, 10 was 6 and 10.
Yeah.
Wishing for 8 and 8.
Yeah, 8 and 8 would have been good. When they went 8 and 8 in Jason Garrett's first year, that was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we got potential.
Jumped up.
Yes.
Well, he just gone 5 and 3.
5 and 3 the year before.
That's right. All right, are you out of mix shots?
I think so.
Okay.
I could find some, though, if you want to continue.
That's all right. I got to get out to a golf course.
Yeah, I got to say goodbye to Go, Mavericks, Stars, Rangers, Cowboys.
You got to say goodbye to.
So you're saying go.
You're saying go.
Yeah.
About a golfer. I'm going out to the Byron Nelson right now. Over in
Jordan Spieth in there?
Scotty
Spieth,
Scheffler.
yeah.
Scheffler.
Or Scheffler.
Champ.
Scheffler.
He's teeing off at 106.
Oh, yeah,
I got to get out.
Dude. Go Scheffler.
Oh, you're going to miss his first shot.
He and Spieth are playing together.
Wow.
At 106 this afternoon,
Spieth's
and then 7:56.
Spieth is on the roll.
He did win his last start. Yep.
How about Zalatoris?
Scheffler's on more of a roll. He's won 4 tournaments this year.
I thought Spieth did well in the last major.
No, he did not. He didn't make the cut.
Yeah. Well, no, Scheffler won. No, that I know.
And Spieth did not make the cut.
He won the next week. He won the next tournament after the
It's actually a pretty good field out here at the Byron Nelson because
locals.
Well, and because the PGA Championship is next week at Southern Hills in Tulsa. And so you've got more guys that are tuning up for that.
Proximity.
Stopped here.
You going to that too?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I'm going to be covering the Mavericks and the Stars in the playoffs next week, right?
That's right.
Because the Mavericks are not only winning tonight, they're going to win Game 7 in Phoenix, right, Mickey? Maybe not.
Where they haven't won since 2019.
Yeah.
I don't know. If they would have taken it last night, the other night, that would have been something. But, boy, they ran off on
You know what, though? If I would hate to be a team playing the Mavericks in a one-game playoff,
because you never know when those
Luka,
threes will start.
Well, and it's just with Luka. With Luka on that other side, Phoenix needs to take care of business
in the
tonight.
first half of this last game. I'm telling my son, we're going to win 4 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're going to win 4 in a row. I just knew it. I could just see it. Then the third quarter started.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's enough Mavs talk for this week here on Mixed Shots. And, I can't wait till next week as Mickey will have some shots to fire after he sees these rookies the next couple of days.
Absolutely.
At a rookie minicamp. And a salute to all our area sports teams from Everson Walls as we close it out.
Go Mavericks, Stars, Rangers, and Cowboys. And Scheffler.
And Spieth.
And Spieth.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!